Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
My name's Charity and this is my mama,
Faith.
and she has taught me everything I know about cooking, so I approached her and asked if she wanted to post some recipes that she's taught me and handed down. So today we are going to be making, you want to tell them?
Creamy chicken tortilla soup.
So here's how you make creamy chicken tortilla soup. We're starting off with cooking 3 pounds of chicken for the double recipe, and you can cook this multiple ways. We're going to use a pressure cooker today. You can also just pan fry your chicken with a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil, whatever you use. But we are going to pressure cook it today. How long?
And for notes, if you're going to pan fry it, you need to cut it in strips before you pan fry it. If you just put it in the pressure cooker, you can pressure it whole and then shred it when it's done.
All right.
Okay, for ease of cooking, she's cutting the chicken breast in half. We're putting it in our
Instapot
pressure cooker.
Yes, and you do add some salt. When you're pressure cooking, you tell them about the times. It kind of depends on the size of your chicken. So when we're cutting them in half, how long are we cooking for?
16 minutes.
16 minutes.
And you add just a little bit of salt and water.
She's adding the salt, about a teaspoon. You kind of just shake it. Okay, so she's going to her settings. Use her pressure cooker. I did film this because I have to call her every time I use mine, except for rice. I got that figured out. And just do it for 16 minutes after setting it on manual.
Okay, our chicken is now been pressured.
And you have we are going to use the chicken broth from this, and then it calls for a quart per recipe, and we're going to make up the rest with chicken bouillon, or you can buy chicken stock.
I kind of have some picky children, so
Not
I
me.
strain the broth to get anything that come out of the chicken that's the weird texture
the little
stuff.
floating things.
My kids doesn't like that, so I have to strain it out before I make my soup.
Would never be me.
I actually ended up with about 4 cups of strained chicken broth, and I'm going to take it up to 8 cups with water and then add 4 teaspoons of chicken bouillon to make it flavored correctly.
Yep, and that's because we're making the double batch again, so it's 1 quart per batch.
Okay, normally we shred our chicken a little differently, but today we're in a really hurry, so we're kind of chopping it a little more. Doesn't matter as long as your chicken is in bite-sized pieces.
It's kind of too hot to shred it because I'm a baby. So she has added the chicken broth, and I'm cutting up and adding the chicken next. All the chicken has been cut up and added to the pot. We have a teaspoon of minced garlic, and then for seasonings we also have a half a teaspoon of cumin, 2 cups of picante sauce, 2 cans.
That's the broth we already put in there.
Yep. Cup of frozen corn, so we're using a pint, and
A teaspoon of chili powder.
teaspoon of chili powder.
And it's calls for a bouillon cube, but we use powdered bouillon, and 1 teaspoon is equal to a cube.
So 1 teaspoon of bouillon, and then 2 tablespoons of the lemon juice.
Here's the garlic and the cumin, chili powder and bouillon powder, lemon juice. And now we're going to put in corn. This is corn from our garden. We use any type of corn that you want to buy.
Pouring the 2 cups of picante sauce.
You can use chunkier salsa, but like I said, I have picky kids, so it works better when I have the picante sauce, which is chopped much finer.
Also, which I will put this in the caption as well, you can eat this over rice or tortilla chips, and adding cheese to it is a nice little touch.
Or you can
Okay, now we simmer on the stove for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna stir it up, let it simmer, and about 5 minutes before it's completed, so so 15 in, about 5 minutes before it is completed, you add the sour cream
and the cream of chicken soup.
Yes.
You can also do this in a crock pot, which is the way I normally do it. You do it about 3 or 4 hours in a crock pot. I think it's on low. About an hour before it's done, then you add the sour cream and the cream of chicken soup.
And the sour cream, we have these 1 cup containers. Doesn't really matter. You use 2 sour creams and 2 cans of cream and chicken soup.
If you want to make a light recipe so the calories are cut down, instead of the sour cream, add plain yogurt. That's what I normally use. I just happen to be out of plain yogurt today.
This is the 15-minute mark, what it looks like as it has simmered.
Okay, she has now added the sour cream and creamy chicken soup, and she's stirring it in to let it simmer about 5 more minutes.
And this is the finished soup. Yummy! Thank you guys for watching, and please like, comment, and share our videos. And thank you if you made it all the way to the end. Bye! And here are your finished results. Yay! And as we mentioned before, you can also add it over rice for a little bit of a more filling option.